Hello and welcome to our show, the show where we tell you all about Supreme Court cases you've probably never heard of before.
Hello everyone, and as our frequent viewers know, I'm Anchor 2.
And I'm the handsomer Anchor 1.
I'm still smarter.
Liar, I'm smarter than three of you put together.
Alright, then what case are we doing today?
We're reviewing... Oh, crap.
Knew it.
Oh, shut it. What are we doing?
We're reviewing the Hazelwood v. Kuhlmeier Supreme Court case.
Of course, I forgot. Well, as I know, and you are about to learn, the students of Hazelwood High School sued their principal for removing 2 articles from the school newspaper.
Now we have a copy of these articles right here.
We do? I don't know who told me.
They didn't tell me either, I just found these on the internet and added it to the program.
That makes more sense. So what are these articles about?
1 minute. Makes sense.
You didn't read them?
I did too read them.
When?
A few seconds ago. So one was on pregnancy amongst the students, and the other was on divorce on divorce and the effects of it amongst the students.
I'm remembering this now. The principal didn't think that these were very appropriate for a younger student. Freshman! Where was I? The one on pregnancy actually included some explicit sexual details, and the parents were never consulted for the article on divorce.
Well,
Still think that's a really flimsy reason, though.
Well, the only thing that the students did to protect the pregnant students was change the names, which the principal felt was not enough to protect the subjects.
And I guess he also said that the father of the divorce article needed a chance to defend himself.
Yeah, wait, when did you read these?
I didn't. Wikipedia did.
So then you know that the students thought that their freedom of speech had been violated, and so sued?
Suing, one of the fundamentals of American society.
Indeed. Anyway, the case made it all the way up to the Supreme Court.
And after your generic bout of arguing, the court eventually came to a decision. A big decision. A big, nasty, case-ending decision. What did they decide?
Well, in a 5-3 vote, the court decided that the principal was actually right.
What? Why?
They said that the schools can censor things that their students produce in their name.
That's a little vague.
The court thought so too. So they said that the censoring needed a legitimate pedagogical concern.
Oh, well, what does pedagogical mean?
Hold on. Okay. It says, of or referring to education or teaching.
Good enough for me. So were there other similar cases? I'm betting there were.
You're right for once. In the case Dean versus Utica, the Supreme Court ruled that schools do not have the ability to censor things arbitrarily. As we already said, the principal needs a legitimate pedagogical concern.
Which I guess the principal didn't have in Utica.
Right again. You're on a roll today, Anchor 1.
You know, we could have done one of these on that case.
You're right, we could have. We could have also done one on Hosty versus Carter, which got to the 7th Circuit Court of Appeals before it was decided.
You don't say. What did that decide?
It ruled that the Hazelwood decision didn't just affect high school students. They decided that the same went for colleges as well.
Wait, they needed an entirely different court case to decide that. Wouldn't that have been implied in Hazelwood?
You'd think so, but apparently not.
Now what?
I don't know. Check the script.
Right, okay, okay, did that?
I don't think we did that part, though.
Well, okay then. We will now be entering the interview section of our program, where we ask a random person about what they think of the decision. Which is a little rude, to be honest. I mean, I barely knew anything about the case before this program started.
Well, we're going to ask them anyway. Now, be assured, we have never met these people before in our lives. So, without further ado, here is our first guest, Mr. Guest 1.
It's a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to see you, too. So, Guest 1, what do you think of the Supreme Court's decision in Hazelwood versus Kuhlmeier?
Well, you see, good sir, I support the Supreme Court's decision. I agree with the school's right to edit things produced in their name. And it's just rude to write an article about other people's problems, like pregnancy and divorce.
Thank you, Guest 1. Oh, Anchor 1, where did you go?
Oh, bathroom. Now then, I think it's time to bring on our next guest. Just wait for him to get here. Ah, Mr. Guest 2, nice to see you again.
Of course. Good to see you too.
What do you think of the decision in the Hazelwood versus Kuhlmeier case?
Well, I disagree with this decision. It could be used to violate students' rights given to everyone in the Constitution.
Oh, you really remind me of someone I know. Where did Anchor 2 go?
I don't know what you're talking about. I've been here the whole time.
Where did Guest 2 go?
Well, folks, we're moving on to the boring part of the program.
Impossible. I'm still here.
I doubt even you can make the following interesting.
Bring it on, I'll do my best.
We need to list the names of the Chief Justice and the lawyers involved for both sides.
Hold on, why didn't we do this at the beginning?
I don't know. Now shut up.
Okay.
Right then. So the lawyers defending the school were led mostly by Leslie D. Edwards. Their argument was that since the newspaper, the Spectrum, was produced in the school's name, the school had the right to say what was in it.
Since the principal didn't like what was going to be in it, he made sure it didn't get there. At least that's what the defense said.
The petitioners, on the other hand, argued that the school didn't have the right to censor free speech. Led by Robert P. Bain, Jr., the petitioners argued that the principal was violating their First Amendment rights.
Well, Bain clearly did not do as good a job. Only 3 of the justices agreed with him. The court decided that the Spectrum was not a public forum where everyone could share an opinion. Instead, they said it was a closed journalist environment.
The result was that Justice White, who was soon joined by Chief Justice Rehnquist, as well as 3 others, decided that the principal's actions were completely legal.
Which is a good thing, because then somebody would have been out of a job.
And principals are now allowed to flaunt freedom of speech so long as there is a good reason for it.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Hazelwood versus Kuhlmeier.
Since that's a wrap, I'm Anchor 2.
And I'm still Anchor 1.
We'll see you next time, so good night, ladies and gentlemen.
And goodbye.